Yes. Ready. Spaghetti. What a great animation. Who did that? That's nice.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. Wow.
I love it when people
That's
notice.
so
It makes me so
fancy.
happy.
I love it.
Sorry that
That's
it's
so fancy.
sorry that it's choppy. My PC is struggling lately, but
Oh no, you're good. Let me. Oh, I gotta turn my quality up. There we go. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Hi. There's Phoenix and Tenmai and Raiden. Sorry if I'm saying your names wrong. Popcorn's here. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited. First, I'm excited that I'm here. And second, I'm excited because I just had my first sip of coffee in my favorite mug.
Oh, heck yeah.
My favorite mug that I got at...
Of course.
I got this at Anime Expo like years ago. I think.
This is not the first time we've seen the Ryoma mug.
You know,
yeah,
you know, I feel
mug.
like I definitely have one from that artist, but it has female corn on it. It's so funny that I'm seeing the one with Ryoma now. That's awesome.
We must have gotten from the it was years ago, so I wish I remembered who made it, who made the mugs, because I probably would have gotten but yes. Hello guys. Hi, what do you think of Jafar? What do I think, or what does Nino think? Because those are two different things. Very fun. Welcome back. Welcome you back. Hi, Soth. Oh, I love Soth. Hello. How are you? I keep leaning in. Just making sure I'm catching everyone's chat. Oh, yes, you're doing your best this morning. That's good. I'm trying to do my best this morning. I think once the coffee gets in there, then I'll definitely be doing my best. That's part of the process. Yes, the Ryoma mug is my favorite. You know, I have a mug thing. I love coffee. I like tea. Love tea, and so mugs. It's really hard for me not to over accumulate mugs. It's like one of those. It's one of those dishes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't have to match them. They could be like, they match your mood, right? So like, I literally have a mug for when it's like time to get stuff done today mug, and then I have my VO creative like whatever mug, and that's my Ryoma mug. And then we all have different, I don't know, I have different mugs for different moods. But it's,
I feel that, yeah.
No, right? we have dozens of mugs. We have like a whole cupboard full.
Yes.
It's a problem.
Do you all have, in the chat, do you all have multiple mugs for things?
I have multiple mugs, but I've just been using like the same one.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, sometimes we have our the go-to mug. Grimmy is here. Aw, Grimmy. Grim is one of my, if not my favorite streamer. Grimmy streams variety, some shooty games lately, which is a lot of fun. Great streamer, super fun and funny, and so go follow Grim Reaper Sakura. Coffee does make doing one the best, yes. Just imagining Faye on coffee. You know, Faye probably wouldn't need it. But here's a debate though, because like Faye technically is older than, you know, how Faye sounds or looks or acts, right? So it's like, there's the part of me that thinks, oh, well, Faye's too young to have coffee, but maybe not. Like, it's just kind of a funny conundrum there. There's a song moment. Oh, very cute. I love that. That's how I feel about stickers and bags. Oh my gosh, bags. You know, I should get my other swag thing. I should have brought it to my desk. It's like on the other side of my room thing. But I'll have to show you guys my other Fire Emblem swag bag. Wasn't able to get off work today, but my boss says I can watch panels as long as my spreadsheet stays updated. So I'm also channeling the spirit of Nino and doing my best. Ooh, we love a multitasker. Very nice, Phoenix. Oh my gosh, you have the sound effect? Wait, can I do that one?
Yes, we have, VAs have permission.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that's perfect. Oh my gosh, I should make some more. I should find the sound bit of Kagero saying I'll take your candy. Like that'd be so funny. I need it in my life. What about sweet tea? You know, I like sweet tea, but I actually prefer unsweet tea.
What
But
kinds
it
of tea?
depends
What
on the
kinds of
mood
tea
I'm
do you like? This is the second time this conversation has happened this
in.
year
Oh, really?
with a voice actor. But what kind of tea
Yeah.
do you like?
So for sessions, I like herbal tea, like caffeine free herbal
Mm-hmm.
teas, like you know, a chamomile or a cinnamon apple tea. I like to enjoy at night. I like the the Tazo passion tea. Or chamomile again, or lavender at night.
Mm.
Sorry, you guys might hear that I actually have half a voice back. Um, I'm sorry. I know that's terribly like I don't know. It's just not what a voice actor should have a half lost voice, but that's just what it is. But it's for a good reason. I've been performing over the weekends,
Ooh.
and I've just been overexerting myself. That's all it is. It's my fault. But I actually perform in the Renaissance Fair that's over here in on the West Coast in California, and I perform there over the weekends, and I've just been overexerting myself. So I'll get it back. I have to hydrate more. So here's my water bottle. I'm hydrating. I promise. I promise y'all.
You're doing your
um,
best.
I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. Exactly. Oh, Suna's here. Sir, it is with great honor to see you here, and thank you so very much for your performance as legendary Faye. You did such an amazing job as her. Hope you have an awesome summer this year. Have a great day. Oh, Suna. So Suna is an awesome member of the Fire Emblem community, and I had the pleasure of doing a little work with them for another Twitch streamer, Twitch streamer slash YouTube streamer. Does a lot of Fire Emblem content. Yeah, I'll find the link at some point and excuse me, and post it in the chat. But
Mhm.
yeah, Suna is such a lovely person and member of the community. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read all the stuff in the chat, y'all. So sorry if I miss anything. Feel free to re-ask if I miss anything. My metabolism is literally magical. She'll be fine. I don't know about her babysitter for the day though. Oh, for Faye for the coffee. I wouldn't want to be Faye's babysitter if she were to have some coffee. I don't or candy, I guess, or sugary soda. Oh, soundboard is the best. Excuse me. Yeah, I should excuse me. I should have a soundboard for my Twitch streams. Now that I think about it, that would be so fun. I do have a little stream deck, which is really useful. And ironically enough,
Yeah.
I mostly use it for work and not for stream. Because you can program like buttons on there to do certain functions. And so I have buttons that'll literally like type like messages that I usually type, or
Yeah.
I have it open a Slack channel and then I have it post a thing and then I have it programmed to kind of
We
be
have
like
keyboard
a little.
buttons that turn
Oh,
on our
man.
bedroom lights. Like we.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I-
See, I love that. I love that kind of stuff.
I got my my Steam Deck working so that when you press it, it turns on and off the key lights. One press turns off from the speakers for this computer to my headphones. It's always very
Mhm.
useful. Highly
Yes,
recommend.
I love that. I love that kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, raining in the chat. It's all about the tea. Yes, I love using Nino in Fire Emblem 7. I always make her part of my core team. Dude, Nina's a strong unit. She just is. She's a magic cannon. She's amazing. First question. Oh, Grimmy, hold on, I'll get to your question, Ryzen. Do your best, but don't overwork. I know. It's hard for me not to, but I know. Thank you. I love you, Grimmy. Grimmy's the best. All right, first question here. First question out to I got for this Q&A is that since Fates is going to have its 10th oh god,
Yeah,
10th
right.
year anniversary
Oh my God, no.
next month. What do you think Midori would do, and what do you think Midori would do in 10 years? Well, she would be like super pro at this point for sure, right? Like she put in the time. She's like super profesh. So I imagine that she would not only just be like super professional at what she does, but what if she had her own brand of medicinal, herbal, magic-y things, right? Like what if like she became so popular in land that that everyone would want her brand of herbal products.
Midori's capitalism
I know
arc.
that sounds a little corporate, but
It's
you
her
know,
capitalism
whatever.
arc, it's fine.
Are you taking your Chinese syrup or drops? You know, I'm not, and maybe I should get in on that. I actually don't know much about about that kind of stuff. Plus, I just woke up too, so my voice is still warming up. But yeah, I do a lot of honey usually in my tea during this kind of time. Hello, I enjoyed your work for Fire Emblem Fates. I was wondering, was it hard capturing Kaguro's character when reading her lines, or was it easy? I'm looking forward to more of your work. Thank you, Azrael Amara. Thank you. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I enjoyed my work on Fire Emblem Fates as well. Thank you. Was it hard? You know, Kaguro's style changed a little bit in between Fates and Heroes. As y'all can probably tell, I mean they're directed by two different people, right? And both amazing directors. And Kagura was still, you know, she had her personality and had her style. She was just the tone was a little different, I think. I think the character's still like present in there, but the tone is a little different. So but it wasn't that hard actually, because she lies more in my natural talking voice, as you can tell. So it wasn't as hard capturing her tonally. As far as her character, I don't know. I think for me, I like being a badass ninja. So it wasn't too hard to get to that character. Was it easy? I think that was my first big job. Like my first big job. So as far as was it easy, it wasn't easy to connect, or it was easy to connect to the character and get in the tone of it. What was hard about it was the pressure that I put on myself
Yeah.
to do good.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just, and you know what actors will do at times is put maybe too much pressure on themselves to be the best ever. And so I would say that was probably the hard part about that first job, is that I wanted to make sure that I did right by the people that hired me, you know. It can be a lot of pressure, but we did it and it was great. And yeah, so thank you for the question, Azrael. That's really kind, and thank you. Ooh,
I'll
Sarah's
take
back.
your
Yes,
candy.
Tempest Mask. What up? Ooh, you found it? Ooh, wait. Where is it? I gotta
It's
do
at
it.
the bottom of the soundboard.
Ooh.
I'll take your candy.
Yes. Yes. That's so funny. I laughed so hard like after I said that line. We, you know, when we are in the session for Heroes, usually what you'll do, and this is for actually a lot of sessions, not just for Heroes, but usually when you're in the booth, you'll have the line and you'll say it 2 or 3 times. And then the people in the room, the director or writer, whoever's in there, will pick which take they like the best out of the 3. And so to say, "I'll take your candy," I think I laughed. I think when I first said it, I laughed, and then I had to do it a couple times. But it's just I love the way that they write my characters. Every single time, there's always a line that is so funny. And I'm like, are they writing this for me? But they're not writing it necessarily for me per se. They're writing it for, there's multiple languages, right? Like this game is localized. It's in Japanese. It's in English. It's probably, it's in all sorts of languages. So when something gets localized, they record usually the base voice, and then they send that script out to all the locales for all the other studios to record, right? So like to think that they wrote it for me is, probably not. But at the same time, when I read these lines and they're so funny, and it feels like, I don't know, for some reason it just feels like it's written for me because I just find it
We can
so
choose to
funny.
believe it.
Yeah, Fire Emblem
Um,
Heroes is so like it's so funny. The Fire Emblem Heroes can be so loose with their characters, with so much that they just have more fun with them at that point. And
Absolutely.
just so many different versions of characters. I think it's kind of funny. Every single year that you've been here, I have put a different version of Nino on your card, and that's
Oh
true
my
for this year
God,
as well.
you
The
have.
newer Splendid Nino. I always change her every year because there's just so many Ninos that happen in Heroes. It's so
All
fun.
the Ninos. All the Ninos. We love Nino. She's such a strong unit too. Like,
Hmm.
I think that everyone that plays with Nino is almost like, oh, I can't take her off my main team. She's so strong. Let's see. Anto Games says 10 years. Damn, I feel old now. You're telling me, man. Well, and yeah, it's funny because man, that is just crazy. 10 years. Because it was 2016. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I remember moving here in 2012, starting my journey here, and I got that gig in 2014, and we recorded I think in 2014. I feel like we
Okay.
recorded way. It was like 2014 or 15 that we recorded,
It came
and
out
then it came out in. Sorry.
Fates came out in 2015 in
15. Okay, then I did record in
wait, no, it
2014.
came out.
Okay.
I know it came out in like the beginning of 2016. Sorry. In
Oh,
America.
okay.
So in America, it
Yeah,
came
I
out
feel
February
like
2016. I had to Google it.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like it was, yeah, and I remember it being a long time before it came out. But I mean, it's a whole game. There's a lot of work to do. And actually, with a lot of games, voiceover comes before a lot of the other stuff.
Okay.
Just because, depending on the
Yeah.
game, it comes if you have a game that has to animate to lip flap, for instance. Now, Fire Emblem doesn't, or those games didn't necessarily do that. But if you have a game that has to animate with lip flap, then you're definitely having voiceover work starting at the front, right? But I mean, if you're if you're doing VO in a game that has facial capture, then they get to basically animate and record at the same time because they're matching it, right? So yeah, it all depends. But a lot of times with games, they'll put the voiceover in front of development, or as far as the art stuff goes. Cool. I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind. Time skip Midori sounds like a wonderful concept to explore. Yes, Midori gonna be like Resident Evil merchant and go, "What are you buying?" Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, Midori would be like, "Hey, what do you want?" Her stuff would be hard to get a hold of due to the popularity. Yes, very much so, Streets. Oh my god, that would be amazing for Midori. Yeah, so she would be pro at medicine that everyone would want her stuff. Yes, I've been working on a story for Time Skip Midori, so what you said is absolutely perfect. Yes. What if she also made tea?
Oh,
That would
hell
be
yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Midori tea or something. Midori tea.
Midor tea.
Yeah, there's something there. There's something there.
You can have
She
Kagero
doesn't
draw
like
the logo.
Ooh, and well, I know that Kagero likes flower arranging, but maybe she also likes to dry flowers. And then Midori sources some of the dry flowers from Kagero. And okay, I don't know. There's something here. Who doesn't like to be a badass ninja? Says Che. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I see. I was curious about the process, especially how big a game Fates was. I do enjoy using her and hearing your lines from back when. Oh, that's so sweet. Thanks, Azriel. I do believe I recall you voice some quest characters in Genshin Impact, correct? Yes. Which would you say was your favorite? Gosh, it's there are some roles I did in Genshin that I actually don't remember what the names were because I don't know if the names were actually final when I recorded them. So I'm so behind in Genshin that I haven't played it in a bit, to be honest with you. I'm on that Infinity Nikki train, and I don't know if anyone's
Oh.
playing
Oh,
that
man.
game, but
Oh,
it
Oh
is.
too
my
bad
god.
Misty isn't here
I'm
because
obsessed with Infinity
Misty would
Nikki.
be screaming if she were in this
It's
call right now.
it's such a
Oh
beautiful
my
looking
gosh,
game.
I'm gonna start playing it
oh my
after
gosh, we'll have
EmblemCon.
to. I am so obsessed with that game right now, and what I like too is that I play it on my computer, and it is controller compatible with the controller I got for Christmas from my brother, and so now I'm like playing like with the controller Infinity Nikki, which is so fun. Oh my gosh, well, I'm gonna fangirl about Infinity Nikki very shortly, but yes,
No worries.
as far as my favorite character I did in Genshin, um you know, I remember Dan, the little boy that I voiced, and it's always fun to voice just like a young kid character, whether it's male or female or whatever. But I it's just fun because you get to be a kid, you know, and who does we all just, you know, we're kids at heart. We're just grown children. So it's just fun to be a kid and kind of get yourself in that mindset. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that audio. Yes, LOL. Did it ever cross your mind you would be voicing more than just Kagero in Fire Emblem? Graham. So that's a great question. And I'm sorry if I'm really behind on the chat here. I didn't. I didn't, and the fact that when Heroes was going to be a thing and I was going to reprise my role, I was absolutely ecstatic. I just because I loved, you know, being part of the series, working with the fine folks at Nintendo, like it was just such a cool job and it was so fun. And it wasn't, you know, even though it's such a big company, everyone that I've worked with in these sessions, like they've just been so kind and so cool. And so it's just been such a great experience. So when I was invited to reprise my role there, I was so excited. And when I went in to record, I also auditioned on the spot. And I know I told this story in the past, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating this story for a lot of you folks, but I auditioned for Nino and Faye on the spot during that time. So I recorded Kagero, and they said, "Hey, like we have another character, but her voice is a little higher. Can you do a higher voice?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Okay, like can you just read a couple of these lines?" And I was like, "Sure." And so I read these lines, and they said, "Oh yeah, let's do that." And that was Nino. And so we recorded Nino, and they said, "Okay, can you go even higher?" And I was like, "Yes, I can," you know, because that's exactly. So they said, "Okay, well, let's read for these lines," and I read them, and they're like, "Okay, let's record this character," and that was Faye. And so I literally like got 3 characters when I thought I was only going in for the reprised role for Kagero. So I felt myself extremely lucky to have that opportunity. I mean, I think back at that time and just think how amazing that was, and what a great, wonderful, nice thing that they did to give me that opportunity to throw my name in the hat, right? Because when people hear me talk, they don't necessarily know that I can go that high, right? I mean, mind you, my voice is a little lost today, so I don't know how high I can go today, but usually I can. Oh,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
the
exactly
range is
what
really cool.
yeah, thank you. So yeah,
I
I
think that
felt very lucky. Oh,
I think
sorry.
that's what Kyle was telling us about yesterday. Like I think they
Yeah.
just is it like a cold call? Is that what they call it specifically?
It was
When
something like
they
that.
find a character that you think you might fit in to the role of. They do that a lot
Yeah,
with the heroes especially because there's just so many characters now.
there are, and I'm sure that it's hard to make sure that one character doesn't necessarily sound like another when you get that many, right? So
Hmm.
I'm sure that it's a challenge, and so I want to make sure that when I do those roles that I do make them their own thing. I think just before I keep going in the chat here, with Midori in Heroes, um I felt that that was actually a challenge because Midori Midori kind of sounds like Nino, right? And I kind of channeled a bit of that when I auditioned for Nino. I didn't know it was Nino, but I just was like, okay, a little higher. I have this voice, like I could do this. And I didn't necessarily think of Midori in the moment. I was just trying my best. I was doing my best. But when I went in to record for Midori, that it did feel a little challenging for me because I wanted to make sure that it wasn't Nino. But even though like they kind of land in the same almost like range, they land in the same range. And so with Midori, I wanted to make sure that she had a little more grit than Nino. She has a little more, she's got to lift that heavy freaking thing. She's got a little more wear and tear on her body, and she has a little more like even though Nino wants to do her best and she's like this super positive whatever, and Midori is super positive, but she has just a little more ruggedness.
She seems more likely to like be more to get dirty and be more hands-on than other characters.
Well, and Nino's magic, right? So she doesn't necessarily have to get her hands dirty per se. She would if she
yeah.
But like Midori's a little more just a little more grit hands-on. Let's see. If two of your characters were to be made into a duo unit, could you imagine Popcorn? Could you imagine? That would be so friggin' amazing. It'd be like Sarah Inception. It'd be Inception. I don't know. Like it would fill my heart with so much joy. I don't know why. I think it'd be silly. It would be so
funny.
I love silly. It'd be so
Screenshots
amazing.
of people just getting the
Oh my
voice
gosh, it'd be
actor
so
part where it
amazing.
just says your name twice or whatever they do for it. I feel like people
It would be
find it
so
very
Oh
funny.
yeah.
good. Oh my
There
gosh,
are- there
that
are
would be
a couple-
amazing. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. There are a couple of examples that in Fire Emblem Heroes already,
there
like
are?
with Tiki, for example, and Cordelia and Severa.
I thought
They're
they
also
were
a duo as
Really?
well.
produced by the same.
Yeah,
You they put both their names in the video?
I think it's just one name on the bottom. I think I would love it if they did their name twice.
But it'd be so
Do it
funny if it was
twice.
the coincidence, since it wouldn't be
They
in
should
Japan.
do it twice.
Kind of like
That'd
when
be
Matt
amazing.
I
Mercer
would
had
love
to
it. To...
talk to himself.
Sorry.
It would be that kind of thing.
Oh, in
my gosh,
Warriors,
if
yeah.
they put the name twice, that would be so freaking good. It would be. Wouldn't it be great if it was like an April Fool's skin, right? Like it'd be an April Fool's skin. It'd be like Kagero and Faye, like just complete opposites. And they would be in like jester costumes, like clown jester circus time or something. What did that be? I don't know. I think it'd be amazing.
Cool.
That'd be so fun. And then it would list my name twice in the video.
And it'd be very
It'd
funny.
be Sarah Blandy and Blandy Sarah. Like I don't know. Like it would just be hilarious. That would be so funny. Let me keep going in the chat here. Are there any other instances during recording where you find yourself saying something in character that sounds really out of pocket when reading them? I think the only time so when we're in the booth, sometimes there'll be a word or two that will change or adjust just because it sounds more natural to say in general, but not necessarily because it doesn't match the character. Ironically, I can't think of a time where there was a line written that they wouldn't say. Now, mind you, they put them in costumes that maybe they wouldn't normally wear, right? Like Kagero being in a bunny outfit, she wouldn't be caught dead in that, right? But in the world of Fire Emblem Heroes, there's a little more, like we were saying, like they have a little more fun with it, and there's like almost like a fourth wall breaking, like silliness about some of these things, right? So it still feels appropriate in that way, right? But in Fire Emblem Fates, Kagero wouldn't be wearing a bunny suit, but in Fire Emblem Heroes, Kagero would be wearing a bunny suit, right? So that's kind of the magic of what they've designed there, I think. So yeah, I can't really think of a line that felt out of pocket. Nino maxing. Nino's the only unit I've ever spent money on for the resplendent thingy. Resplendent. Okay, I'm making sure I'm saying that right because that was one of the words that I think I messed up in the. Had to say it again because that word is just hard. Let there be more. Yes, Nino does her best. Yes, Tempest. If there was ever a Binding Blade, Blazing Blade, Blazing Blade, say that 5 times fast, remake, would you jump on that like a stack of hotcakes? Liza, I would love it, and if they did, I would be Johnny on the spot. Yes, I would. Is there a difference in vibe when voicing a character that you've been a part of their identity in the West, identity West from the beginning, Midori and Kagero versus characters who've existed long before having a voice? Let's see. I think that I don't think there's actually a difference for me personally, only because for Nino and Faye, even though they were characters that already existed, they didn't have a voice, I guess. So there wasn't necessarily anything to reference or do a voice likeness of. So I guess in that case, it was a bit easier to fall into place with that. If there was a situation or if there was a game that was recasting for whatever reason, and there's many reasons that it could happen, not because they don't like the actor. It could be like, the actor unfortunately had passed, or if the actor can't go in that range anymore, or if they don't do the work anymore. There's many reasons why that could happen. But like, if there was a game, like what games kind of do that? There's some games that are just like needing to do that just because of that. But so that would probably be harder, right? Because now you're kind of putting a different voice on it. But for me, like I didn't have necessarily that with Nino and Faye, just because they didn't have a actual audio voice to them, to my knowledge. Midori, Tidori, Ryzen, Tidori. Yes, that's the name.
We were missing it this whole
That's the one.
time.
That's the name. Ryzen. That's the name. Love Soul. Yes, Infinity Nikki. I'm also obsessed. Okay, yes. Infinity Nikki, guys, game of the year, Infinity Nikki, dude. I just love. So first off, the music. I mean, it's amazing. The music's amazing. The graphics are wonderful. If you have a computer where you can just crank that all the way up, do it. It's just, you can see every speck of glitter in the fabric of the clothing. It's just a chef's kiss, so good. And man, I don't know, like the story is very light. The narrative is very light, very, it's not a serious game, but man, it's so much fun. And the fact that, I mean, the clothing mechanic, the clothing feature is definitely where it's at. It's funny. I was playing that game and I'm like, I'm going to see how long I could go without spending any money. And I lasted for a bit. But then I'm like, you know what? Like, I am playing this game a lot. As a game developer myself, I'm like, I know the work that goes into this, and I'm getting so many hours out of this game. I was like, I could throw $5 in here and there, So I've done that. I had to get the bicycle. I had to get the bicycle, guys. I needed the mount. I needed the mount.
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, I love that game.
As having to get an early look at this game earlier last year, I dove into the rest of the series a little bit. Surprisingly, in some parts of I don't know if you've looked at other games in the Nikki series, it can be surprisingly dark in certain titles, and I think there's a lot of undertones in there too. I'm just like, wow, for as beautiful and cutesy as it may look, there's some serious undertones in some aspects of it. And I think that's always the best kind of storytelling when you look underneath it a little bit more. Yeah. It's really a lovely game. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. But yeah, let's see. Ryzen, second question. Definitely a more silly one is, what plans would Midori and Nino have if they were to hang out together for fun? Both your green girls. Yeah. What would they do? Let's see. What do I think they would do? The first thing I thought of was like arts and crafts.
That'd be fun. I don't know. They would like be the type to like go take a pottery class or something. But I mean, obviously that's, that's in the real world. But yeah, I think they would be like crafty. I think they would go out and like pick flowers and like they would make candles and make pottery. That'd be fun, right? Right, Ryzen. Yeah. Let's see. Nino emote, yay! Emblem, do my best. Oh yes, I love this little. Oh, the little. He has such a precious, precious little bean. Tempest mask. I see Nino emote. Yeah, hype. Yes.
We added
Cool.
one. Did you add it to Twitch, Daniel, whilst we were streaming?
I added midstream
Yeah,
while we were
presumed
doing this.
that was you.
Yay!
I think if you I did it to the. There she is.
It's on Discord as well.
I.
How fast can I click it? Hold on, I gotta see how fast I can click this.
Giving voice actors the perms for the soundboard was the perfect idea.
Oh no, it's
perfect.
Hey,
I wish I had this for all of my friggin'.
This is
yes,
better. This is
I had
better
this
than
for
the
all of
other
it.
soundboards we were using earlier. So.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Let's say, out of all the roles you've done, which one would you say was your favorite to record for? And on the flip side, which one would you say was the hardest? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, my favorite is Fire Emblem for sure. I just every time I go in to do a new skin, a new outfit, I just always have such a good time, and so I definitely love Fire Emblem. If I were to say like my favorite non-Fire Emblem gig, gosh, let's see. Oh gosh, I don't know. They're all good. I can't remember having one where I didn't like. I really, it was a big learning experience and very, very hard. This was one of the hardest ones, but I did a Japanese, like localized to English as well. But like first it was Japanese, kind of like narrative click through, like what do they call those? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My coffee, I guess, isn't working hard enough. Yes, thank you. Visual novel type game. Just click through. You make choices, and depending on your choices, blah blah blah. I did like 3 roles in it. It's called Princess Knight, and I did 3 roles in that, and that was hard because that was still when I was learning how to do the tech a little better than I do now. I wish I knew what I know now then. So it was very hard because I had to record it from home, edit it as well, and send like multiple takes that were also edited so that they could choose and it would already be ready to go. And that was a very challenging job that went over the course of several months. And while the people I was working with were good, it was just a very hard learning experience for me. And but I loved voicing it. And one of the roles, her voice was actually kind of challenging to do, which was part of the learning experience. So I had to kind of learn how to navigate that space as well. So that was probably a hard one, but I loved doing it because I loved the characters as well. Another one that was hard was I did a horror game called Colina Legacy, and I play like the main character as a child. It was a flashback, and it's kind of horrifying to say, so trigger warning, but like the child was drowning, almost drowns, and I played that role, and I literally had a bowl of water in the booth with me, and I'm literally like waterboarding myself in the booth. That was very hard, but it got the point across. And it was hard because I had to kind of get in a really dark place. So I listened to very sad, dark music going into the session, and just kind of got in the mode of it, and we were able to do it really swiftly, but it was it was it was a challenge, for sure. Let's see, and now to talk about happy stuff. The Nino. Why can't I use the Nino emote? Oh no, other me.
yeah,
how are you?
that was me.
gosh.
This is us.
Oh, got it. What's your favorite ability outfit in Infinity, Nikki? So I'm not as far yet. I need to get more ability outfits, but I think I like I like the motorcycle one that I just got, the cowboy looking one. And then the other one, I actually like the flying one with the flower umbrella, the blue one. That one's so pretty. So cute. Glad to know they wanted to put all of your talent eggs in the basket. Very nice, Tempest. Yes. And that's how Sarah Emblem was born. Yes. Sorry, I'm so behind the chat. I'm gonna try and rush through here. Break time's over, sadly. I've got to get back to work. Oh, Streets. Let's wish Streets a good rest of the day at work. Let's see. Nice pun. Does that also include Faye? It's like duo tiki. Oh, yes. We talk about the duos. True, that's a duo. What do you think it would be like if we got the chance to see Faye a couple thousand years in the future, like we did with Tiki? I wonder. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I'm sure that she would just be a delight, but like kind of kooky. Still kind of like she's always gonna be
odd old
goofy.
lady vibes, like that kind of odd,
Wow.
like the strange drama teacher librarian vibes.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. She'd be so kooky. Let's see, Tempest. Sarah, one question I typically ask, let's change it up a little. What advice do you have for aspiring voiceovers in this particular day and age as compared to beforehand? Great question, Tempest. So I know that this is a big topic, so I'm sorry for like over summarizing because we could talk for hours about this particular thing. But what I would say is that at the end of the day, there's still going to be a desire for humans and human art. And while things like AI will replace a lot of things to make life better or worse, I still think there's a desire for human connection and human art. And so a lot of people are discouraged right now in voiceover because they say, well, I'm just going to be replaced, so why even try? And I get that. I get that thought, but I still think there will be a desire for human art, and humans like to work with humans. And, we're here, right? Like, we're here talking as people. Like, I'm a person that gets up every day, loses my voice because I work too hard, I drink coffee. Like, we're all regular people, and right now I know that we're using a digital platform, right? You're using a digital platform, and I can't see all your faces, but I know that every single one of you in this chat is a human sitting at their computer or watching their phone or however. And it's like, at the end of the day, we all want connection. And while AI is a great tool for many a thing and such, I still think there's going to be a want for human connection and art. And so my advice is that if you want to do this because you love the art of it and you love being part of that art, then I say do it. And what's great about technology is that you can do it on your own terms. You don't have to wait for someone to cast you. You can cast your dang self. I mean it. You can work on your craft, work on your instrument, and you can create your own opportunities. Look at EmblemCon, guys. Do you think that these folks here like waited for someone to pick them? No, they were like, I want an all online convention I want this to happen. And guess what? They made it happen. They didn't wait for anyone to do it for them. They did it themselves. They casted themselves, dang it.
It was literally started by a group of 16-year-olds.
Yeah. And so for me, I'm just like, you don't have to wait for anyone to cast you, and you don't have to wait for a game to be made. You can make your own opportunities. You can work on your craft and audition for things, and you can work on your craft and create your own. I mean, what I did when I was starting, I know I'm getting on the soapbox and I know we have 10 minutes left. I will get to the chat. But when I was starting, I didn't have any games under my belt. I didn't have any credits to put on my website. But what I did do was I used technology to help me, get my voice out there and get my art out there. I went on SoundCloud and I uploaded my vocal library, I called it, and I made a playlist of just voices I did. And I didn't have a demo yet. And it's like, so technology can be a great thing, even AI. But at the end of the day, like, we don't have to wait for anyone to cast us. We can make our own opportunities, and we can do that. So yes, to kind of tie it all together, my advice is that if you love to do whatever the art is, whether it's drawing, whether it's painting, whether it's voiceover, music, whatever it is, like, you can do that, and you don't have to wait for anyone to pick you. You can pick your art because you love doing the art. So I hope that's helpful, Tempest. Cool.
Yeah, everyone here at EmblemCon, we'll always appreciate the human aspects here, whether it's voice acting, all of our artists in the artist alley. Like, we're always going to prefer that over something that's been generated. The human aspect can never be replaced. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And there is a place for AI, and it is a tool, and it needs to be regulated. But yes, we're humans, and I love humans, and I think other humans love humans too.
Oh, definitely.
Cool. I know we have 8 minutes, so I'm gonna blast through this chat. Okay, guys. I want to make sure I connect with every single one of you if I can. And then the other thing I want to ask, what do you see or hope for yourself within the future of your acting career? I just, and I'm going to keep this short. I just want to keep creating. I want to keep acting. I want to keep performing. Yeah, that's what I hope for myself. I want to keep making music. I'm making the 3rd song right now, y'all.
Yes.
Yes, I'm hoping for October.
Yeah,
October. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it done by then. But yes. Oh, I didn't know she develops Epic. Yes. That is my day job. Nikki Lore, hi. Yes, Sari. Oh yeah, Nikki gives Dark Souls vibes. Yes. Nikki is so cool. Their wording and story structure can be rather confusing when it's a deep dark acid, for the fact that they go there. Yes. Engaging with Emblem really does sound like magical girl power. Yes, doing their best. Sorry, I'm going through literally every single thing. It's time to do my best. Yes, love it. Yes. Okay. Oh my god, I could definitely see them doing arts and crafts. Yes. Anyway, I'm going away soon. Anto, just wanted to say I love your work. We'll do my best. I love you, Anto. Thank you so much. Can't say I fully know of Princess Knight. That sounds familiar. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so behind in this track. Wow, that's so intense. That's commitment. Geez, yes. And I'm sure there are other stories that other VOs can tell you about challenging sessions. Infinity Nikki, yes. Flower one for Nikki abilities. Honestly, yes, definitely one of my favorites too. Oh, I miss so much. Sorry that I'm at work. No worries, Art Night. No worries, Art Night. Sarah Blandy, character Skip Banner. Who would be the duo? Would you be one crazy new power creep skill would be introduced to shake the meta up yet again? I don't know. Ooh. What if Midori did get a wand, right? Like, because she is so hands-on. What if she was like, oh my gosh, like, how do I even use this? And then it's like a what is it? Almost like a Harry Potter moment in the movie where they give her the wrong wand and then it crashes everything, and then they give her the right one and she's like, oh, human art all the way. Exactly. Well said. Thank you guys. Absolutely beautiful advice for sure. Thank you. I hope that's helpful for you guys. For whatever craft you're in, whatever art you make, And like one of my favorite artists, Queen Herbie, says, we need your art. So yes, we need your art. We need your art, whatever it is. You can do your best to make your own roles. Heck yes. Heck yes. Also, such a lovely speech there. Oh, thank you. Daunting as it can be to make your own thing, it's not impossible. It is not. And even streaming too. Like if you're streaming video games, that is also creative. That is also art in itself because you are performing. You are performing. So like streaming too is a creative act. It doesn't have to be drawing or whatever to be art, right? Like there's so many creative and artistic things. Please get on that soapbox. You're making me feel inspired. Aw, Art Night. Thank you. I hope I do. I want to put good out there, I want to put the good out there, and you guys are putting good to me. I mean, like you guys are putting out so much good to me, and I just my heart feels so good when I talk to you all and see how much love you're giving me. I want to give you the same love back. Like I want to give you guys that. Don't wait for someone to pick you as metal. Yes. I could probably do a metal voice today. I love what you said about human art and also about opportunities. The only thing that limits us is time and desire to do something. Yes. Stream cosplay by Wrong Ambition. Thank you. Yes.
I was playing it earlier at the beginning of the stream in the background.
Oh,
making everyone listen to
I love that song
I
so
still
much.
love it
It's
so
my first baby. Yes, I love that song. Me and my partner made that song together, and it's just so it's so special. It's so special. I love it so much. Magical girl Midori. Ooh, that'd be fun, right? Like a anime magical girl. Yeah, that'd be fun. One details before I leave. I call Midori kawaii. Kawaii desu yo. Oh my god, I came back from my quick doctor's appointment. Magical Midori would be so adorable. It would be. Y'all, we only have 3 minutes left, and I just love y'all so much. I know.
It is impressive.
I'll take your candy.
I can't spam that one as much. I do my best one though. Does. Yes, I have to double click my mouse to make it go that fast, but yes. Oh my gosh, what else can I give you all? What else can I give you but my love and oh my gosh, let me just say again a huge thank you to EmblemCon, you guys here on the managing this whole convention. I think it is such a lovely thing that you guys do. I love the community here. I love talking to you guys and just seeing the love that's put into this, y'all, is insane. So like whatever we can do to give thanks to the stream, to the Discord, or to the artists in the artist alley. Oh my gosh. What is this?
Oh my god.
Raw drew this and posted it in our mod chat.
Oh my gosh.
I know you know
oh my
Raw.
I do.
Because yeah, they're
Biggest
now
Faye fan.
a part
Look
of
at
our
every
mod
single
team.
detail.
So
What you buying? Midori bucks. Oh my gosh, she has a little $sign on her box. That is so funny. She has a little apron. Oh, play me. Oh my gosh, you have Momo in there. Oh my gosh, you have Momo in there. Oh my gosh. Duo me a little bunny Kaguro. Oh my gosh. Faye is drinking coffee. Oh no. Certified OP. Oh my gosh, this drawing is amazing. I'm gonna post this on my Instagram for sure. This is so, oh my gosh, Raw. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I loved the one from last year too, and I love this one too. Oh,
this has become a tradition.
I'll upload the picture to the voice actors discussion channel in the server.
Please. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. You guys are great. I love you guys. Everyone in the chat. This picture is so cute. That buff Nino, dude. Nino is OP though. That really is. That's the vibe. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much, and everyone managing this stream. Just thank you so much for filling my heart today. I super appreciate it. I think it's gonna give me my voice back. The chat's
We,
so lovely that it gives me back my voice. You guys are great. Thank you all so very much. And please have fun for the rest of this, the whole con. We have so much more to go.
Mhm. Thank you so much for
I'm gonna
joining
go to the
us.
artist alley right now and start shopping. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
And thank
We
you
were
so,
always
so
happy
much
to
for
have you.
joining us.
I love you guys so much.
Oh, we love you too.
I love you, chat. I love you guys, chat. Oh, plug your stuff. Oh, plug my stuff. Yes. Well, my website's under construction, so it's really minimal right now. But Raw Glambition here. This is me. There you go. There's my Twitch. I'm hoping to get back into streaming soon. Maybe I'll stream some Infinity Nikki soon. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's my channel. But that tag is also my artist name, my recording artist name. So feel free to playlist my songs in there. I have cosplay and validation machine in there, and I'm making a third one right now. So stay tuned. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, cosplay is the anthem, y'all. Thank you all so much for this.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I'm gonna try and do my best, and we'll hey, and we'll
Roll
get it going.
credits.
Roll credits.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.